What is a habit that a Muslim needs to let go of right now?
Staying up too late.
Not going to Fajr in the masjid. If you're gonna be at Fajr in the masjid and you have a little bit of shame, you're not gonna do sins at night. And if you have a little bit of shame and you go Fajr in the masjid, you're not gonna do sins in the daytime.
The fact that you're able to start your day with prayer is going to propel you. It's going to enable you. And then this way you can maximize the good that you can do in your day.
This morning when you prayed Fajr at the masjid, how many lines were there?
It's usually 1 or 2 lines. If Muslim men pray Fajr at the masjid, they're not gonna be scumbags. It's gonna be that simple. Like it just decreases the chance. Like if you think about it, there's a scumbag ratio, the percentage calculator that you're gonna do scumbag stuff, and that ratio decreases with more people coming to the masjid for Fajr.
What are things from the sunnah that we've severely neglected, like that can easily change our life?
Sheikh Ahmed talked about this Friday khutbah last week.
Sheikh Ahmed Billah, shout out.
Shout out to the goat. Just visiting family and hanging out. Like you think that that's a ROI negative, like, oh, it's not productive. Like sitting with your mom and drinking a cup of tea. Like I'm not making money off of here, I'm not doing anything, but there's so much more barakah in that than just this constant grind culture. Because the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ would just visit family members and proxy family members, like Umayman and these kind of people that weren't blood directed but raised him and took care of him. He'd just hang out with them.
So there's a hadith, من أراد أن ينسأ له في أثره فليصل رحمه. Whoever wants to live a long, healthy, good life, let them stay in touch with their kin, with their relatives.
A world where everything's artificial, our food is artificial, the light is artificial. How can we like still optimize our health and happiness?
Time, energy, stress. Health comes down to time, energy, stress. Things have to be on time, you have to generate enough energy, and you have to manage stress and recover from stress. Health is not about eating organic foods and working out at 5 a.m. and grinding yourself into a pulp. It's literally about being on time. It means your biology knows what time it is and everything functions on time. You can generate enough energy, which requires proper sleep, proper nutrition, proper movement patterns, and then recovering from stressors. It's literally that simple.
I feel like when I come home from a long day of work, I just want to sit on the couch, watch TV. I don't want to be active. I don't want to do anything. This is after 9 hours of being on my desk. Well,
Yeah.
like, how can I build momentum to still be active and productive?
Why do you have to be productive after you just did 9 hours at the hospital? You should be able to allow. I mean, this hustle culture is why everyone's so sick. You just work a 10-hour shift. You should like chill out afterwards. If you literally just did 10 hours of work and then you're convinced now you have to do a second side gig, I get it. If you need to make the ends meet, it's a different conversation. But why can't you just relax? Like I don't. What I pride myself on, and sometimes I say I'm not gonna do anything for the next 3 hours. Absolutely nothing.
Like, I'm thinking you're constantly grinding.
My brain never turns off. I'll tell you that. But in order for me to do the things that I do, I need to recover. Like my body, my brain needs to recover. Think about it. The Sahaba were like lions, and a lion isn't a worker bee. We're just buzzing around all day doing stuff. They would chill, relax, recover, attack.
True.
فإن الشياطين لا تقي. I think it was Sayyidina Umar that said that. So many times where like there's stories where somebody's trying to look for him and then they find him in the masjid kind of laying there just chilling and he's Amir al-Mu'mineen.
Allahu Akbar.
So I do about 2 naps a day, one in the AM, 10, 11 o'clock, and then one in the afternoon. And they're 10 minutes. I mean, I'm not talking like a 2-hour siesta. So you don't have to be on a mattress with covers and a pillow. It could be, anywhere. Just you lay there, you close your eyes, and you just stop thinking. One of my favorite things to do in the afternoon, to walk even for 10 minutes with the kids. And I tell myself 10 minutes of walking with the kids. It turns out to be 45 minutes with the kids. I do my adhkar, we have our time, they do their biking, I do my walking. You feel amazing afterward. Just good downtime to get to bed more relaxed.
Give me an example of the Prophet's diet and the Sahaba's diet.
Never overeat. They never overate. And that is like to our detriment, actually, that we're doing that. So not only are we overeating, but I feel like we're overeating late.
The problem with modern diet is you're overcaloried, undernutritioned, and mistimed. 70% of Americans are missing nutrients, which is crazy because we have the most overfed society in history. In history, no one's been overfed. Like the kings of old didn't have as much food as we do, and yet we're like people are deficient in zinc and magnesium, and part of that's also because the stress damage to the gut lining and you absorb nutrients worse.
What was the Prophet's nighttime routine?
Go to sleep right after Isha. It is the simplest routine. He never spoke to anybody after.
What about his morning routine?
This is actually very critical. You pray Fajr, you do your adhkar, you turn around and you talk to your homies. There are people who are like, oh, people are lonely. I'm like, what do you mean? I shake more than 30, 40 people's hands before 6 a.m. every day. He would turn around and then they would debrief on their dreams. Number one, most of the people listening to this don't have dreams or don't remember their dreams, which is a very bad sign. Very bad sign of what's going on in your brain. I posted about this yesterday. There's a paper that says like dream quantity correlates with daytime cognition. So they would debrief on their dreams because either the dreams have some kind of psychological thing to it, or there is a divine download happening in the dream that will tell you about what to do, how to do, or something from.
SubhanAllah, we stopped receiving that.
We stop receiving that because we don't even have dreams in the first place. Because the last part of nubuwwah that still exists is ru'ya salih.
And if you were in front of someone right now, is telling you, Abudi, I'm in the bits of darkness in my life right now, and I'm suicidal. What is one thing you can tell them to get them out of that state? Right there. You have 30 seconds to talk to them before they jump off of that cliff, before they overdose, before they.
Wow.
Well, you have 30 seconds before they do it. You're right behind them. You're talking to them.
First of all, I would show them that, or tell them that they really matter. To me, to Allah first and foremost, but really, 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 I care about them. They're my brother in humanity, in Islam. They matter. They should, number one, seek support, right? They should have a friend that really cares, and there's a lot of people that really care, or there's professionals that really care about them. Seek that help. Don't keep it inside of you. There's people that care, and I care. So that's the first thing that I would tell them. Remember that you just reminded me of that incident where Muhammad Ali, like, he climbed up in his suit. He was dressed up. There's somebody about to jump in LA. He goes, he drives, he's in some business meeting, he leaves, he goes up, just gives that person a hug. Wallahi al-azim, what Aboud was talking about, like in the morning, you give that somebody a hug. When we hugged this morning, when we saw Aboud, wallahi, there's just this feeling, and I'm getting the goosebumps right now from that feeling. Wallahi, it recharges you. You know, you feel that anjad, there's somebody that cares. You feel get that hug, man. The thing that changed my life is my relationship with Allah's words, with revelation to us.
Quran.
Not just reading the Quran because it's a habit and I need to get this 2 pages checklisted today because I need to get it done. Understanding this Quran, what the Quran is trying to tell me, wallahi, changed my life. I was 35 years old when I had to relearn Arabic, and I'm an Arabic speaker, and I lived in Beirut, and I go there every summer and I speak fluent Arabic, but I did not understand the Quran. 35, I have kids at home. I would lock myself up Saturday mornings with my teacher for a few hours for 6 months so I can learn how to understand Quran, what the Quran is trying to tell me. That changed my life. Allah revealed it to us as a shifa, as healing, as guidance. As it will prove to you that you are cared for, that there is deep compassion in your life.
ما ودعك ربك وما قلى.
وما قلاك. Like, this is what it's supposed.
God hasn't neglected you, nor does He hate you. SubhanAllah.
Ever.
Most of the time, the reason this person is doing this, we suffer more often in imagination than in reality. Whatever the issues in their head is bigger in their head than it would be if they said it out or wrote it on paper. So actually, I don't do any of my thinking in my head anymore.
Wow.
I do my thinking on paper. Because if I think in my head, your head can trick you. Because the human brain is very bad at thinking slow, very good at thinking fast. So your heuristic can trick you. So I think on paper. And then I let my brain
slow down when you're right.
Yeah, but it also changes the way, because there's 2 systems. There's a thinking slow and thinking fast system. Like when I play chess, I can make instinctive moves, or I can actually calculate, like, what's the best move to be done here. That kind of calculation isn't done well in the brain. It's done better on paper. Write it out, think it out. So I literally just be like, okay, why do you want to kill? Like, you want to kill yourself? Okay, but, can you tell me why? Let them talk into it or out of it.
Okay, while you're here, a young Muslim man comes up to you and tells you, I want to get on peptides, I can't lose weight, I can't optimize my health, get me on peptides. What do you tell him?
How the hell did you get so fat in the first place? No, tell me how. Like, you're fat. You're a fat boy. I've been a fat boy before. Maybe I still am. How did you get fat in the first place?
What if it's just genetic?
There's no such thing as the genetic. Your mom's milkhiyah is what got you fat, and
I wish it was mom's milkhiyah.
Yeah, no, it was McDonald's that got you fat. No, I literally, like, whenever I have to troubleshoot a medical problem, I'm like, okay, how did you get here in the first place? Because, like, that's going to inform us, number one, how do we get out of here? And number two, if you're fat in your teens, you're going to get fat again the rest of your life. So we have to make some defense mechanisms to get away from that. So even if you do the peptide, if you still have the same problems, you're going to get fat again. So I can give you the tirzepatide, the retatrutide, whatever. But, like, let's talk about how did you end up fat, and can we mitigate against that so it doesn't happen again?
Let's just say someone has a cake in front of them, and you advise them not to eat it because it's not good for them. They tell you, I don't care. I'm only gonna live once. Let me just enjoy my life.
I'm a libertarian, man. I believe in maximal. ليس للإنسان إلا ما سعى. So I believe whatever you want to do, bro, do it, but you're gonna bear the brunt of that consequence. Like I have guys that come up to me like I'm gonna do zina, I'm gonna hazni. Okay, man, but I'm telling you, you're gonna see the punishment from that.
What is one advice you'd give a struggling Muslim right now that can change their life?
So there's two psychological heuristics that are anti-Islam. It's not atheism, it's not Christianity, it's not different religion. It's materialism, nihilism. Materialism and nihilism will destroy a Muslim more than any kind of anything else and lead to all other problems. Why? Materialism is very antithetical to our faith. Our faith is about the immaterial, and we're not transactional. We're not about like do this to get that. I make dua. I go to the Jummah Salah so Allah can accept my dua. That's not how we operate, right? We operate on we do what's asked of us, and we leave the results to Allah. We also divorce the outcome from the effort. We put the effort in, the outcome's on Allah. So that we're not outcome driven. We're not Machiavellian. It's a very key thing. Islam is not Machiavellian. If you look at the dark triad, we're not dark triad. And you have to know what the dark triad is because you don't want that to creep into you. You don't want to be manipulated by people on the dark triad. Machiavellianism, narcissism, and sociopathy. That's A. B is nihilism. The modern world makes it seem that everything's nihilistic, right? Nothing matters. Just do what you want. Live life. YOLO. These are all antithetical to Islamic things because everything matters. Any leaf that falls down, Allah knows that it happened. Therefore, it does matter. Every single thing in the universe matters. Of course, the whole universe is worth less than a fly's wing. So it's Allah, but everything matters. There is no nihilism.
What are your favorite 3 supplements?
Omega, proper macros. Acido go to the gym, and L sleep in. Someone's gonna look at this up.